Hey guys, welcome to the top 10. Let's talk about top 10 favorite Crash Bandicoot characters. My last video, me and Storm did my Spiral characters. Now it's time for Crash Bandicoot. Love Crash Bandicoot. I played Crash Bandicoot longer, and it's just been in my life and enveloped in my gamer brain longer than Spiral. Even though I love Spiral probably a little tad bit more, it's Crash Bandicoot. We gotta talk about all these great, amazing characters that are Crash Bandicoot. Let's get to it. Number 10 is Tiny Tiger. Don't mistake him from Tony the Tiger. This guy ain't gonna promote Frosted Flakes. He's gonna promote destruction and the death of Crash Bandicoot. Tiny Tiger is great. He's this big, huge tiger with this trident. Well, that's mostly warped, but he's just this bad, jacked up character. Here comes Tiny. I love him. He's just this embodiment of this big, juiced up character that's willing to kick some ass. I love him. Love him. Number 9 is N Trophy. Love N Trophy. I love that he's just this maniacal guy. He's just like, Crash Bandicoot and stuff. Like, I love that he's like this very devious, malicious villain and stuff. Loved him in the new Crash Bandicoot 4. I loved what they did with him and that. He's just so great. I love that you don't ever know whether he's like evil or if he's like really evil. Like, not even the villains can trust N Trophy. That's just how devious and maniacal he is, and just I fucking love it. Number 8 is Coco Bandicoot, Crash's sister. I really enjoy Coco, actually. I think she's really great. She has great levels. Obviously, when you can do the swapping, I always stick with Crash Bandicoot because it's Crash. I love Crash, but Coco is really cool. I like to use her sometimes in some of the levels in Crash Bandicoot 2. I never use her in Crash Team Racing, but Crash Bash, she's not bad in. I really like her levels in Warped. They're really cool levels, like when you're riding on the little I don't know what she's riding, like that water jet thing. Her running levels with the tiger is awesome too. I really like Coco. She's great. Number 7 is Uka Uka. Uka Uka is the big bad, the big evil mask, this like god that is basically, he's the one that Dr. Neocortex is serving. He's the one that he does not want him to, don't want to upset Uka Uka. He is literally the embodiment of evil, darkness, and destruction. And he's great. He's got a great voice. He's very intimidating. I remember always as a kid, I just almost shit my pants every time I saw Uka Uka. He's great. But number 6, when you have Uka Uka, you have Akuaku. I love Akuaku. I love that he's just like your guide throughout these Crash Bandicoot games. Yeah, every time you open the boxes, and then it's Akuaku always with there. When you get the triple Akuaku, the mask goes on Crash's face, and you're almost like indestructible, throwing through the levels and stuff. Fucking badass. Love Akuaku. I love just his voice, and I love the look of him, and I just love how he guides you through these games. Like, you can't have Crash Bandicoot without Akuaku, so yeah. Number 5 is the insane, crazy villain himself, RipaRoo. Love RipaRoo. I love that he is just batshit crazy. He doesn't even speak. He just laughs. Like, ah! He's in a straitjacket. He's this bunny rabbit. Yeah, he's a rabbit, right? Yeah, he's a rabbit that's in a straitjacket, and he's just blowing himself up. That's him in every single game that you face RipaRoo. He is a psychotic rabbit blowing himself up, and you just pray that you don't get blown up with him. It's just nuts, and fucking love it. Number 4 is Pinstripe. I like Pinstripe because he's like this gangster. He's this rat that's like this gangsta. He's got this big machine gun that he fucking like shoots you with. It's so weird and crazy. Fucking love it though. I love him in the first Crash Bandicoot. I love that they brought him back in Crash Team Racing and stuff, that he like fires the bombs at you in Crash Team Racing. He's great. Just, I love that how he talks like, hey, you better not destroy Oxide. The world's gonna fucking die, man. I wish he said that for it, but still. That's a true gangster right there, but still, Pinstripe. Awesome. Number 3 is one of my favorite villains. Is Jingle Dial. Ew, Jingle Dial, man. He's like a redneck villain. It's awesome. I don't know what he is. He's like a pig and a crocodile. Like, I don't know what he is, but he's introduced in Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped, and he's probably the most challenging villain there. Like, he's trapped in these crystals, and he fucking fires his like flamethrower at you. It's just nuts. He was probably the character I used the most in Crash Team Racing, with the exception of Crash. Loved Jingle Dial. I loved him in the new Crash Bandicoot 4. I love that they made Jingle Dial a good character. And playing as him in Crash Bandicoot 4 was awesome. Like, his powers, his jumps, the suction, and how he blows shit up is just wicked. Love Jingle Dial. Number 2 is one of my favorite video game villains ever. It's Dr. Neocortex. Just like what I said with Ripto, he's just the embodiment of evil. Just the over-the-top, maniacal villain. He is so ridiculous and over-the-top and hilarious. I love Neocortex. He's very similar to Ripto. They're just like these little dudes that just want to cause destruction and chaos and rule everything in this world. And I love it. I love it just how evil and crazy, and I love how nothing ever goes his way, and it's just hilarious. One of my favorite villains ever. Number 1 will always be Crash, though. I love Crash. It's weird because I say Crash is because Crash doesn't say anything. Crash doesn't say anything. A lot of people say, well, Crash has no personality. Spyro has personality. Crash doesn't. Yes, he kind of does. He is literally, because he is created and he doesn't know what's going on. So you, as Crash Bandicoot in the game, have to figure out everything about jumping and running and spinning and stuff. He is you in the game. So how can you not love Crash? Because Crash is you in the game, discovering these worlds, discovering these places. Like, that's who you are in the game, is Crash Bandicoot. So, of course, Crash is my favorite. And Crash also is my favorite character in Crash Team Racing. I always play as Skunk Crash. And everything about Crash. Anytime I think about Crash Bandicoot, the franchise, I think of the character Crash Bandicoot. It's Crash. He's awesome. He just flips, spins, and does crazy shit. It's fucking Crash. So yeah, those are my top 10 favorite Crash Bandicoot characters in my opinion. So in the comment section below, please tell me what are your guys' top 10 favorite Crash Bandicoot characters and your guys' opinion. Comment below, let me know. And as always, for this video, please subscribe to the channel and join the dark side.